Praise the Lord. Hi, hello, and welcome back. You are watching Namma Gurugulu YouTube channel. Dear students, welcome back. In the previous session, we have dealt five 3 mark questions from the chapter of vector algebra, and I had already told you that I would continue the same session with few more leftover 3 mark questions, and this will be the continued part of 3 mark questions from the concept of vector algebra. Okay, so before I go on to this concept, I just want to remind you that those 3 mark questions which I've already solved in the previous session are very, very important questions. Okay, and so I hope you have already studied those and worked out really well, and you are ready for the coming session, which we are going to do it now. So I'm not going to keep you guessing for a long time. Let's go on to the first question for the session. So the first question we have is find the sine of the angle. That is, find the sine angle between the vectors. Two vectors are given. You have to find out the sine of the angle. Okay. First, let us write down the two given vectors as vector A and B. That is I cap plus 2j cap plus 2k cap. Okay. And vector B is nothing but 3I cap plus 2j cap plus 6k cap. Okay, now remember formula. First, let me write the formula. Dear students, one advice is always write the habit of required formula for any particular problem. Either it is 1 mark or 5 mark. Okay, so sine theta is always magnitude of A cross B divided by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. Okay, so for the data and for the formula, and always it is better for you to find out first magnitude of A and magnitude of B, so that you would have a cushion of 1 mark in your pocket. Okay, so magnitude of A is 1 square, that is 1, 2 square, that is 4, and again a 2 square, that is nothing but 4. So it is square root of 4 plus 1 is 9, so that is nothing but 3. Okay, similarly magnitude of B is nothing but square root of 3 square is 9 plus 2 square is 4 plus 6 square is 36. Okay, so this is nothing but square root of 36 plus 4 is 40. This is 49. This is nothing but root 49 is 7. Okay, so next we have to find out your A cross B. Remember, you have to first find out the vector A cross B and then take the magnitude. So what is I cross product of A and B? The determinant with ijk is coefficients of A, that is 1, 2 and 2. Coefficients of B is with ijk is 3, 2 and 6. Okay, so this is nothing but I cap into 6 2s are 12 minus 2 2s are 4. Okay, minus j cap, remember this is determinant expansion, hope you remember it. Minus j cap into 1 into 6 is 6, minus 3 2s are 6. Okay, plus k cap into 1 into 2 is 2, minus 2 3s are is 6. Is it clear? So this is nothing but, what is 12 minus 4? It is 8 I cap. Now 6 minus 6 is 0. 0 into j cap is 0. Now 2 minus 6 is minus 4 into k cap. Okay. Therefore, now we shall find the magnitude of A cross B. That is nothing but square root of 8 square, that is 64, plus 4 square. 4 4s are 16. That is nothing but root 16 plus 4 is 80. Okay. So root 80 can be written as, further simplifying, 16 5 is 80. So if 16 comes out of the root, this is 4 root 5. Okay. Therefore, sine theta is nothing but, as I written you the formula, magnitude of A cross B divided by magnitude of A into magnitude of B. So that is nothing but magnitude of A cross B is 4 root 5. Okay, divided by magnitude of A is 3 into magnitude of B is 7. So this is nothing but 4 root 5 divided by 7 3s are 21. This is sine of an angle. Remember, left hand side is sine theta. As I told you, have the habit of framing the final answer, because that would make your answer very attractive. Okay, so very simple process, you can easily solve it and get the answer. Okay, so dear students, the same question can be solved in another method. Okay, I'll just give you a hint of that and I will move on to the next question. So another method is, so when first vector is given, we have already found out magnitude of A. Vector B is given, we have found out magnitude of vector B. Remember, you can also find this sine of an angle by first calculating the cos of the angle and then finding the sine theta. Okay, but it's up to you which method you follow, because if you take the dot product of two vectors, you will get cos theta. If you take the cross product of two vectors, you will get sine theta. But if you take the dot product and find cos theta, use the trigonometric identity of sine theta is root of 1 minus cos square. Cos theta you will substitute, and finally you will get the value of sine theta is 4 root 5 divided by 21. Okay, in both the cases the final answer is same, and in both the methods you're going to get 3 marks. Okay, so you need not worry about whether which method is correct. Both the methods are correct, but it's up to you to prefer which method is easy for you. Okay, fine. So we have done with this question and we shall move on to the second question. So the next question we have is, three vectors, vector A, B and C satisfies the condition vector A plus vector B plus vector C is 0. Okay, evaluate mu. What is mu? A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A if magnitude of A is 1, magnitude of B is 4 and magnitude of C is 2. Okay, so before solving this question, let us write down the data. Given magnitude of A is 1, magnitude of B is 4 and magnitude of C is 2. Okay, also mu is equal to A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Okay, and let me take this one also. Given, what is also given? Vector A plus vector B plus vector C is nothing but 0, or you can also call it as 0 vector. Okay, is it clear? Now I will take squaring on both sides. Is it clear? So if I take the magnitude of vector A plus vector B plus vector C, this is nothing but definitely 0, because it is a 0 vector, its magnitude will be 0. So let me take the square. So vector A plus vector B plus vector B whole, so vector C whole square is nothing but 0. Now use the formula of A plus B plus C whole square. So vector A dot vector A would be vector A square plus magnitude of vector B square plus magnitude of vector C square. Okay, plus 2 times, I hope you remember the formula, you will get A dot B plus P dot C plus C dot A. Remember, these are all dots. This is nothing but 0. Okay, now most of the data is already given. Magnitude of A is 1, so 1 square, plus magnitude of B is 4, 4 square, magnitude of C is 2, so 2 square, plus 2 into what is A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. Let me take it as equation 1. So I will get mu. So this is nothing but 0. Okay. So 1 square is 1 plus 4 square is 16 plus 2 square is 4 plus 2 mu is equal to 0. Okay. Therefore you can see this 16 plus 4 is 20. So 21 plus 2 mu is equal to 0. Therefore 2 mu is equal to minus 21. Is it clear? Therefore I get the value of mu is minus 21 by 2. Is it clear? So this is the value of the required mu, because he is asking you evaluate mu. So my final value of mu is minus 21 by 2. Remember, as I told you, I always have the habit of framing the final answer. Is it clear? Very simple question, isn't it? It is just, if you know the formula of A plus B plus C whole square, you will definitely get the answer, provided you should know how to use the given data. Okay. Okay, students, before I go to the next question, there is a similar question I want to give you as an homework because you can do it by yourself. If A, B, C are unit vectors, the previous question where three vectors satisfy the condition A plus B plus C is equal to 0. Here also he has given the value vector A plus vector B plus vector C is equal to 0, and he wants to evaluate mu. Here he had told you, the previous question he had told you mu is a dot b plus b dot c plus c dot a. You have to evaluate that. The next question also same. Find the value of a dot b dot c dot a. In the previous question only changes, he had given magnitude a, magnitude b, magnitude c. Okay, this question he has directly told you that a, b, s, c are unit vectors. What do you mean by a, b, c are unit vectors? That means magnitude of A is 1, magnitude of B is 1, magnitude of C is 1. So substitute this and follow the same procedure. Okay, instead of mu, you'll get, you just replace mu by A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A. And I've given you the answer. You can check it by yourself. Your required answer of A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A will be minus 3 by 2. Is it clear? I believe you can do it by yourself so that we can solve a different type of questions for 3 marks. Okay? Yeah. So we shall move on to the next question. Now, dear students, the next question is one of the challenging question similar to the previous question. Okay, you can find this question in the first model question paper. It has not been asked even once in the previous years. Okay, let A, B and C are three vectors such that magnitude of A is 3, magnitude of B is 4, magnitude of C is 5, and each one of them being perpendicular to sum of the other two. Find magnitude of A plus B plus C. Okay, let me write down for the given data. What is given data? Magnitude of A is 3, magnitude of B is 4, and magnitude of C is 5. Okay, remember, and also each vector, remember, each of them is perpendicular to the sum of the other two. That means vector A is perpendicular to vector B plus C. Okay, this means, what do you mean by two vectors are perpendicular? Their dot product is 0. That is A dot B plus C, it will be 0. Similarly, B is perpendicular to C plus A or A plus C. We know some of the vectors are commutative. So you can write A plus C or C plus A. So B dot C plus A will be 0. Similarly, C is perpendicular to the sum of the other two, that is A plus B. This implies vector C dot vector A plus B will be 0. Excuse me, this is vector C. Now let me consider magnitude of A plus magnitude of B plus C whole square. This is nothing but, we know magnitude of vector A square is vector A dot vector A, that is vector A plus B plus C dot once again vector A plus B plus C. Okay, only one change is okay, in this step let me write it as it is. So next step what I will do it is, I will make some small correction. So what is that small correction? The first vector I will write it as vector A plus B plus C as it is. Here I am going to group the vectors. How? Vector A plus vector B plus C. I'm going to group it. Okay. So this is nothing but, first vector A into vector A is vector A dot A. Okay. Plus, now with A, I will take vector A dot vector B plus C. I will take it together. Why I am taking together? Because I can put it as 0. Okay. Similarly, this is vector A plus C, A plus B plus C. Plus, now I will take vector B plus C. Is it clear? Similarly, in the second case, I will take the vector B with just B. I will multiply B to B. Next, the next B, I will add A and C together. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟು ಎ ಜೊತೆ 3 ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಎ ಡಾಟ್ ಎ ತೊಗೊಂಡೆ, ಉಳಿದಿರೋ ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಜೊತೆ ಈ ಬಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದೆರಡನ್ನು ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸಿ ಡಾಟ್ ಸಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸಿ ಜೊತೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಎ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಬಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಈ ಥರ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇದು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ನ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಡಾಟ್ ಎ? ವಿ ಆಲ್ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಎ ಡಾಟ್ ಎ ಈಸ್ magnitude of a square. Okay, now I will treat this as equation 1. So this term a dot b plus c is 0. Okay, plus b dot b is magnitude of b whole square, plus b dot a by a plus c or c plus c is 0, plus magnitude of c whole square, plus c dot c is magnitude of c whole square. C dot a plus b is again 0. Okay, so why did I write this? I'm going to write the reason by equation 1. Okay, is it clear? Therefore, remember, left hand side ಏನide? Magnitude of a plus b plus c whole square is nothing but, what is magnitude of a square? So this is 3 square, plus magnitude of b is 4, so 4 square, plus magnitude of c is 5 square, right? This is nothing but 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. Okay, so this is nothing but, let us add it. You are going to get 16 plus 9 is 25, 25 plus 25 is 50. Okay, therefore magnitude of a plus b plus c, this was actually square, is nothing but actually plus or minus root 50. This is nothing but plus or minus root, I can write it as 25 twos are. Okay, so this is nothing but plus or minus 5 root 2. Are you following? I will take 5 root 2. Okay, but my final answer is, therefore magnitude of a plus b plus c is nothing but bari plus matra tagoltini. It is 5 root 2. Why it is 5? Remember, it is magnitude, it cannot be negative. So my required result for magnitude of vector a plus vector b plus vector c is 5 root 2. Okay, remember, this is a new question. He has tried it in first model question paper. So because this is in a model question paper for reduced syllabus, there are chances of this question being asked this year. Okay, so it's not a very difficult question. Only thing is, if you can understand this concept, that which I have taken it as equation 1, and if you can understand how I'm splitting it, okay, multiplication, if you can understand this, then the rest is just substituting the given values. Okay, please ಒಂದು 2-3 ಸರಿ ನೀವು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ, ಬಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ before going to the examination. Is it clear? Moving on to the next question. Show that the points A, instead of a point, he has given a vector B, C are collinear. Once again, this is a new question. You can find this in first model question paper for 3 marks in the reduced syllabus. Okay, so what do you mean by collinear points? Okay, we all know that if you take a line, okay, if you take a line, let me take this is point A and this is point B. You can take any point C. Okay, now because they are collinear, we can also say, if I take the coefficient, let me say ABC. Okay, let me take it in the order itself. So let me take it as vector A, B and C. So dear students, I've taken 3 points A, B and C as collinear. Okay, because they are collinear, let me find the vector AB and vector AC. Now in the vectors, I've already told you, 2 vectors will be parallel. Okay, if one vector is some lambda times another vector. Okay, if 2 vectors are parallel to the same line, then they are collinear, is also one definition of collinear vectors. Okay, now let us find given, or I'll say data is OA. What is vector OA? Point ಆದರೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆದರೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ -2i plus 3j plus 5k. Similarly, vector OB is I cap plus 2j cap plus 3 k cap. Okay, and vector OC is 7 I cap minus k cap. Okay, therefore let me find the vector AB. Okay, vector AB is, we all know it is OB minus OA. So this is nothing but, you can see here, OB minus OA is, it is actually I cap I plus 2j plus 3k, okay, minus vector OA, that is minus 2i plus 3j plus 5k. Okay, so let me subtract this. Please be very careful. So this is nothing but I minus of minus plus 2i. So this will be 3i. 2j minus 3j will be minus j. Okay, next 3k minus 5k. 3k minus 5k will be minus 2k. Is it clear? Minus 2k. Now let me find the vector AC, entire vector AC. Vector AC is OC minus OA, isn't it? So vector, what is vector OC? OC is 7i minus vector k minus vector OA. What is OA? Minus 2i plus 3j plus 5k. So this is nothing but 7i minus of minus. So it is nothing but 7i plus 2i is, you will get 9i. Okay. Now j term is not here, but I have minus 3j here. So it is minus 3j. Okay. Now minus k minus 5k. This becomes minus 6k. Okay. Therefore, let me see here. Vector AC is nothing but, you can take 9i minus 3j minus 6k. Okay, so this is nothing but, let me take 3 common here. So you will get 3 times 3i minus j cap minus 2 times k cap. Okay, so this is nothing but, what is 3i minus j plus minus 2k? That is nothing but AB. AC is 3 times AB. Okay, that is, it is just like vector AB is lambda times, sorry, vector AC is lambda times vector AB. Now because the vector AC is some constant times the vector AB, we can say hence the points A, B and C are collinear. Okay, why they are collinear? Because as we have seen in the vectors, the one vector is lambda times another vector. Hence we can say they are parallel to the same line, so they are collinear. Okay, as I told you, this is a new question which has been asked in the first model question paper. Kindly practice this, and if they ask you in the examination, you can easily do it. Okay, now dear students, I'm going to give you a similar question as an assignment. You can try it. Okay, it's the same question, only thing is instead of a vector he has given a points. So the homework question I'm giving you is, show that the points A127, B236 and C310 minus 1 are collinear. Okay, so how do you show that they are collinear? One method is I have already given you. Now there is another method where, so now look here, the length AB plus the length BC should give me the length AC, isn't it? That means the magnitude of AB plus magnitude of BC will give me magnitude of AC. Okay, now I'll just show you here. Please wait. So you can also try this way. I have point A, B and C. If you find AB is OB minus OA. Okay, find AB vector and its magnitude. Find BC vector, which is OC minus OB and its magnitude, and find AC vector, that is OC minus OA, and find its magnitude. You can see here the root 33 plus root 33 is 2, you will get 2 times root 33. Therefore you can write ABC are collinear. This is one method, or we can find just now as we did it, vector AB, vector AC. So you will get vector AC is 2 times vector AB, and you can say hence the points A, B, C are collinear. Okay, so I leave this question as an homework for you. You can try it by yourself. Okay, yes. So shall we move on to the next question now? So let us find this question. Find lambda and mu if 2i plus 6j plus 27k cross I cap plus lambda j cap plus mu k cap is 0. Means the cross product between these two vectors is 0. I have to find the value of lambda and mu. Okay, so let us write down the data. Write down this first. What is data? He has given 2i cap plus 6j cap plus 27k cap cross. Okay, cross I plus lambda j plus mu k. This is nothing but 0. That is, what is the cross product between two vectors? So determinant value ijk. Let me write the coefficients. So that is 2, 6 and 27. For here it is 1, lambda and mu. So this you will take it as 0. Okay. Now let us cross multiply. You have I cap into 6 into mu minus lambda into 27 is, you can write 27 lambda. Okay. So minus j cap into, you will get 2 times mu minus 1 into 27 is, you will get 27. Okay. Plus k cap into 2 times lambda is 2 lambda minus 6 ones is 6. This is nothing but 0. Okay. Now remember, the cross product of any two vectors is nothing but a vector. Okay. So because he has given this 0, I can also consider this as a 0 vector. Okay. That is, I can write this as I cap into 6 mu minus 27 lambda minus j cap into 2 mu minus 27 plus k cap into 2 lambda minus 6 is nothing but 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 0 k cap. So this will be my 0 vector. Okay. Therefore, I will get, let me equate any one of the values and get the value of lambda. Therefore, this will imply 2 times lambda minus 6 is nothing but 0. Therefore, 2 lambda is nothing but 6. Therefore, lambda is nothing but 6 divided by 2. It is nothing but 3. So, I already got the value of lambda. Okay. Also, now for mu, I can consider any one equation. Always better if you can consider this. Okay. Also 2 mu minus 27 is nothing but 0. Therefore 2 times mu is equal to 27. Therefore mu value is 27 by 2. Okay. Very simple question. If not for 3 marks, even if they ask you this question for 2 marks, I believe that you can easily do this. Is it clear? Only thing what is wanted is how to find out the cross product between two vectors. We all know cross product between two vectors is just the determinant expansion of ijk's with the coefficients of two vectors. Okay, is it clear? Very simple question, isn't it? Okay. So moving on to the next question. Find the area of the triangle having the points A 1 1 1 1 2 3 2 3 5 and 1 5 5 as vertices. Now remember, dear students, if you want to find the area of the triangle, you have to know the two adjacent sides of a triangle. Okay, that means you want to have two vectors which are the adjacent sides of the triangle. Okay, now consider. So if I have a triangle A, B and C, so if I know the two vectors AB and AC, okay, then I can find the area of the triangle. Okay, now remember we have the formula for that. Before that, I have the point A is nothing but 1 comma 1 comma 2. Therefore, vector OA is what? I cap plus j cap plus 2 k cap, isn't it? Similarly, point B is 2 comma 3 comma 5. Therefore, vector OB is 2i plus 3j plus 5k. Okay. Similarly, vector C is 1, comma 5, comma 5. Therefore, vector OC would be I cap plus 5 j cap plus 5 k cap. Okay. Now let me find the vector AB and AC, any two. Okay. Is it clear? So any two means if you start AB, then you want AC. So vector AB is nothing but vector OB minus OA. You can subtract directly. 2I minus I is nothing, sorry, OB minus OA, excuse me. So 2I minus I is nothing but I. 3J minus J is plus 2J, and 5K minus 2K is plus 3K. Is it clear? Now similarly, let me find the vector AC. So vector AC is nothing but OC minus OA. This is nothing but I minus I, so it becomes 0. 5J minus J is nothing but 4J. Okay. Now next, 5K minus 2K is plus 3K. So I have got my vector AB and AC, which are the two adjacent sides of a triangle. Okay. Therefore, let me find the cross product of AB cross AC. So this is nothing but I cap, J cap, K cap. Okay. Now coefficients of AB is 1, 2, 3. Coefficients of AC is 0 because I term is not there. 0, 4 and 3. Okay. So this is nothing but I cap into 2 3s are 6 minus 4 3s are 12 minus J cap into 1 3s are 3 minus 0 into 3 is 0 plus K cap into 1 into 4 is 4 minus 2 into 0 is 0. Next, let us solve it. 6 minus 12 is minus 6 I cap. 3 minus 0 is 3. So minus 3 J cap. This is 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 K cap. Okay. Therefore, let me find its magnitude also. So magnitude of AB cross AC is nothing but square root of, let me write directly, minus 6 square is 36 plus minus 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16. Okay. So this is nothing but square root of, what is 39 plus 9 plus 16? You will get 61. Okay, because 39 plus 36 plus 9 is 45. 45 plus 16 is 61. Okay, therefore area of the triangle is given by, so always write the formula. Area is nothing but half into, it is magnitude of AB cross AC. So that is nothing but half into root 61. So this is my required answer. Okay. So this question has not been asked, but this is like one of the expected questions which can be asked this year. Remember, the other 3-mark question, usually every time you can find it in the previous question, is depending upon the coplanarity of vectors. That has been deleted for this year. Okay, so you can expect whatever the questions we solve it for this year for 3 marks. Again, remember, you will be having 2 3-mark questions and 2 2-mark questions from vectors. I repeat, so vectors you have 1 1-mark question, 2 2-mark question and 2 3-mark question. Is it clear? Now, before going on to the next question, I'll give you a similar question with the different points to find the area of the triangle as a homework. Okay. So dear students, please note down this question. Find the area of the triangle having the points A, B and C as its vertices. Similar question, only thing is points are different. Okay. I've given you the answer for this. You can verify by yourself and you can solve it. Okay. And one more note, this is the worked example in your textbook, example number 24. Okay. You can check it if you are not able to solve it by yourself. Okay. Yeah. Shall we move on to the one last question for the session? So the question we have is, show that the vectors 1, 2 and 3 form the vertices of a right angle triangle. Okay, he has given 3 vectors. So let me consider this as position vectors OA. So OA is 2i minus j plus k. Okay, similarly vector OB is I cap minus 3j cap minus 5k cap and vector OC. So OC is nothing but 3i minus 4j minus 4k. Okay, so how do you show the vertices of a right angle triangle? Pythagoras theorem has to be proved. That is, square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square on the remaining two sides. Okay, I'm just taken the rough figure. First, let me find out vector AB. So what is vector AB? Vector AB is OB minus OA. So I minus 2I will be minus I. 3 minus 3j plus j, minus of minus, remember, minus 3j plus j will be minus 2j, and minus 5k minus k. So this is nothing but minus 6k. Are you following it? Now similarly, vector AB is clear. Now vector BC. Vector BC is nothing but OC minus OB. So this is nothing but 3i minus I. So this will be 2i minus 4j minus of minus. So minus 4j plus 3j is, you will get minus j, and minus 4k plus 5k will be plus k. So you got vector BC is 2i minus j plus k. Similarly, let me find AC. AC is OC minus OA. So this is nothing but 3i minus 2i, that is I, minus 4j minus of minus plus. So minus 4j plus 3j is minus 3j, minus 4k minus k is nothing but minus 5k. So once you have found this, let me find the magnitude of each of them. So magnitude of AB is square root of minus 1 square is 1, plus minus 2 square is 4, plus minus 6 square is 36. This is nothing but root 41. Okay, similarly magnitude of BC. Okay, so magnitude of BC is square root of 2 square is 4, plus 1 square is 1, plus 1 square is 1. So this is nothing but root 6. Are you following? Similarly, magnitude of AC. So that is nothing but square root of 1 square, that is 1, plus 3 square, that is 9, and 5 square is 25. So this is nothing but root 29 plus 10, sorry, 25 plus 10, that is 35. Okay, therefore clearly what we have, magnitude of AB whole square is nothing but magnitude of AC square plus magnitude of BC square. Okay, that is, what is root 41 square is nothing but magnitude of AC is root 35 square plus root 6 square. That is, when you take out the root and square, so 41 is nothing but 35 plus 6. Okay, so it has already been proved. Hence you can write the conclusion. So you can finally say that hence the vectors form the vertices of a right angled triangle. Okay, very simple question, dear students. Please work it out. You can easily solve it if they ask you in the examination. Okay, students, we have come to the conclusion of this session. As I told you, in this session this is the continued part of the previous session of the 3-mark questions from the vector algebra. Okay, so this will conclude the chapter of vector algebra also. And only thing I can tell you is I wish you all the best so that you can work out all these questions. I believe that you can solve all the 11 marks from this question. From this chapter vector algebra. Okay. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾದ ಉಳಿದ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಾವು ಹೋದ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅದರ ಉಳಿದ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾದರೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಿಂದ ಬರುವಂಥ 11 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿದೆ. ಬಟ್ ಏನೆಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು. ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ಹ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇನೂ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಿಂದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಹೇಗನ್ನಿಸ್ತು ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸಿ.